The best Mexican food this side of the wall.
Wait, that's awesome. With that out of the way, I wanted to watch this this Sunny V2 video.
Would you
I thought it
fly?
would be funny. I thought it might have some pretty based moments. This video is titled "The Most Offensive Advertisements Ever Made." I love a good offensive ad personally. I can't get enough, so I think we're gonna have fun.
Would you fly on in for a September 11 deal? What about?
Yes, I actually would. I undoubtedly would fly in for a September 11 deal. September 11. I want a Subway sandwich right now just looking at it. 5,000 people died. First actual live, I'm gooning so hard. Glad you enjoy it.
Some cereal to cope with the Boston Marathon bombing?
Boston, our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use starting today. Bro, let's go. Yeah. That's so cool. Hey guys, I know the Holocaust just happened. Have you tried Arby's? Bro, if Twitter was around during the Holocaust, they would be so funny.
These are the most offensive ad campaigns ever. In 2011, Mexican restaurant Hacienda rented this specific billboard, on which they'd referenced the Jonestown Massacre, where cult leader Jim Jones had killed his entire following by spiking their Kool-Aid with poison. So what did the restaurant's billboard say? We're like a cult with better Kool-Aid, and their drinks were apparently to die for.
That's awesome. That's so cool. They should do that. Honestly, dude, I feel like if more companies would just go out of their way to make offensive ads, a lot of people would buy their shit, right? Like there is a demographic for people who are like sort of anti-cancel culture, right? And want to see edgy stuff. But the problem with that is if you do that, you will shut off a decent amount of people to what you want, right? So like, let's say that McDonald's, just pick a random brand. Let's say McDonald's came out and was like, hey, we're making the Israel versus Palestine Happy Meal toy, right? Obviously there's some portion of people that would think that's cool, but there's also some portion of people, meaning pretty much like 80% of people who care about the conflict, who would be like, this is disgusting, I hate that, right? That's what would happen there. But then you've got like, let's say GamerSupps, right? GamerSupps is a brand who, they haven't done anything close to that, but they made like the lean drink, right? If a company like Coca-Cola was to make a lean flavor, a lot of people would be up in arms about it. Parents would be like, this is disgusting, shut down Coca-Cola. But because GamerSupps appeals to a very like online audience of people who get the joke, they're able to get away with stuff like that. So there can be benefits to ads like this, but you have to play it really smart.
Hacienda's VP of Sales and Marketing explained, our role is not to be controversial or even edgy. We want to be noticed, and there's a difference. We have a responsibility to advertise with care, and that's why we're pulling this ad. We made a mistake and don't want to have a negative image in the community.
Just with like a cult, I just don't see who cares. Like, was the family personally upset? Was the family personally upset about it? Was that the issue? Like, what were people up in arms about, you know?
Yet this wouldn't be their last controversial billboard. 5 years later, in 2016, the restaurant made another reading.
The best Mexican food this side of the wall.
Wait, that's awesome. That's cool. I like that. I mean, this Mexican food is probably made by Mexicans, right? They probably think it's funny. I think that's cool. I would eat there. If I saw that, I would unironically be like, I'm going there to eat.
Which quickly went viral on Reddit, sparking outrage. Really disappointed Hacienda continues to push past what is acceptable for advertising. Not a fan of most of their billboards, but this is just too much.
Shut up. You suck, bro. Start having fun. Do you really need your taco stand, the place where you go to eat your flautas and your burritos? Do you really need that to be like the most conscientious place in the world? No! I want to go there. I want to have a fun time. I want to eat my taco. I don't want to think about it, okay? I don't have to think about, oh, is this too offensive? No, we want the base taco stand, the patriotic taco stand, the Joe Biden hating, Trump supporting, red pilled taco stand, okay? So if you own that, let me know and I'll come. It's not even offensive. I mean, it can be offensive. What's offensive is in the eye of the beholder, no?
Hashtag take it down. Others showed their support in comments such as this one. Yet unlike their previous billboard, Hacienda says it has no plans to apologize for
dude, W-Riz.
Ads. Their vice president explained,
we don't intend to upset anybody, but we do use humor.
And Lee's Discount Liquor applied a similar strategy. Alcohol, it's cheaper than therapy. If alcohol is not the answer, change the question.
True. What is it with these stock photos of Chinese people? That's cool. That's awesome, bro. That's actually super based.
You look like I need a drink, and perhaps so did the people who tried to get the billboards banned. Take down billboards stating Lee's Liquor is cheaper than therapy.
I mean, it is. It is cheaper than therapy, is it not?
The owners of Lee's Liquor has failed to remember the implications of alcohol regarding DUIs, broken families.
Oh, shut up, Paula Rhodes. Well, maybe if you're too to understand that alcohol is not a substitute for therapy, You should have a sip of beer to take the load off, okay? I'm just kidding, don't drink. But seriously, like, who cares? It's a funny billboard. Who cares, bro? They failed to take into account the implications of alcohol regarding DUI. Like, they definitely took that into account. They were just like, it's a funny ad. It's a funny ad. Be mad at the liquor company for selling it than for the ad. Who cares? The person who's been watching, the person who I assume even I've been watching since 12 here, Jesus, sending as a thanks for preparing me for college. I made you more likely to drop out, probably. Moving into my dorm, gonna start opening Zin packets and eating it raw. Okay, well, thanks for watching for such a long time. Have fun at school. Thanks for the dono. Chat. Tom, what does OnlyFans go live? Will you show nose pics? Oh, I'll show so many side profile nose pics, bro. I'll be like a bird type thing, like this kind of... that kind of action. I'll be pecking on the pecking order.
And when people commit manslaughter. Lee's liquor owners think this is funny. Take this billboard down. Various comments agreed, such as, this is irresponsible advertising. You can sell alcohol without crossing this boundary.
Is it irresponsible? I feel like it's more irresponsible that somebody in particular is going to read that and genuinely think, oh, it's better than therapy. If you're that dumb, you shouldn't be allowed on the street.
Whereas the humor was liked by others. Hey dude, get a life. It's a very funny sign. I wish we had more signs in Vegas like this. If you don't like the bill,
it's not the company's responsibility. It's not like they're literally saying, according to this study we did, actually, alcohol is more beneficial than therapy. Therefore, therapy sucks and is gay and you should not go. And alcohol is base and you should get drunk all the time. Like, that's not what they're saying. They're not misleading people. They're not publishing a false study. They're not using false science information, okay? It's a funny ad that everybody with any cognitive function and like an IQ above 30 can understand, genuinely. 2 sips of beer. Yeah, shout out Meme Star. Hey bro, come to Portland. We got new shipment of flavored Zins. I just might.
Billboard go back to Utah. Lee's Discount Liquor ran their own billboard controversy poll, which found that 77.2% of people called the ad clever and not offensive.
Based.
Yet this didn't stop a mandate to take the billboard down. Even worse was a business card shared to...
A mandate? The government prevented them? The government said you cannot have this funny ad? Bro, this is Joe Biden's America. This is Dark Brandon's America. This is what we're living in, bro. It's a dark day. This is a dark day.
Reddit reading, are you an alcoholic? We can help, although they weren't offering counseling, but rather an alcohol delivery service.
Okay. Maybe that was a little over the line. A little preying on alcoholics a little too much, but it's pretty funny.
In all seriousness, I assume it's just a bad translation and meant, do you enjoy alcohol? We can help. But yeah, really should have run that by a native speaker first. In that very same year, British supermarket Tesco found themselves in the infamous horse meat scandal, where one of their
Washer makes you happy, Grizzly. Hey Tom, watching since 2018 when you dunked on I'm Alex recently got laid off due to Biden's policies. Listen, brother, you're always welcome here with me, okay? Listen, donate to me personally to help own Joe Biden, okay? I will personally make sure that Joe Biden will never be president again. I'm not gonna vote.
Burgers was found containing 29% horse meat. Well, only 2 days after the scandal broke, Tesco tweeted, it's sleepy time, so we're off to hit the hay. See you at 8 a.m. for more Tesco tweets, and the replies weren't too pretty. You're hitting the hay? Well, I suppose the poor horses don't.
That's okay. Putting horse meat in burgers is crazy, but that is really whoever was working there for their social media team needs a raise. Whoever worked for the Tesco social media team needs to be promoted to the highest degree, the highest order. That's so cool. Can I like get a job as a social media manager just so I can sabotage the company by saying something ridiculous? Like, can I like become like the social media manager at Wendy's and be like, McDonald's is gay. Go to McDonald's if you're like, can I do that? Could I get a job? Can I like show my YouTube channel? Like, this is my resume. I feel like they would look me up and probably find the Fortnite clip pretty quick. But if they don't, I think I'm in. And then I'll get to come back here and talk about it and like be a victim about it. Like, I lost my job because of cancel culture. Like, that'd be cool. That'd be sick. I'm going to do that. Oh, Jesus. Ugh.
Needed anymore. Maybe hitting the hay wasn't the best choice of words right now. Plenty of room on the hay now that we've eaten all the horses.
True.
Tesco responded by tweeting, I'm terribly sorry. That tweet was scheduled before we knew of the current situation. We'd never intend to make light of it.
No way. They knew. There's no way. Someone definitely got fired for that tweet, bro. Hitting the hay is too close to home for the horse thing, okay? There's no way. So am I supposed to believe that a bunch of British people unironically just ate horse meat and didn't know it?
And in case case this wasn't bad enough, Tesco then had to scrap a segment of its latest advert as it was due to include images of a horse. The horse was apparently said to be used in a humorous context, but while Tesco was simply a victim of bad timing, recipe website Epicurious was a victim of bad thinking, because after the Boston Marathon bombing, they'd post 2 insane tweets. In honor of Boston and New England, may we suggest whole grain cranberry scotch.
Bro, why would you do that though? Why would you ever do that? I don't understand. Why would you ever do that? Like, obviously it's kind of funny, but if you're running a business that makes like cereal bars, scones, and a bombing just happened, which by the way, when that happened, that was like I'm from Maine, I'm not even from Boston, and there was some serious shit. People were, fucked up over it, right? Why would you do that?
Scones. Boston, our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use to start today. The tweets were quickly shared to a media training website which wrote, "Get your legs blown off by a terrorist? Try these scones.
No way.
Who's a cherished friend? Maybe this bowl of breakfast
Who was running their social media
energy can help," which then turned into articles by Mashed and Business Insider, as Epicurious was labeled by the public morons, idiots, dickheads, and pathetic.
I mean, they definitely are. They definitely are that. I mean, I don't think you can deny that they're fucking idiots, right? They're really dumb. Why would you ever tweet that? Can we just run that back one time? Because the tweets were bad, but this in particular is like a crazy thing.
Breakfast energy we could all use to start today. The tweets were quickly shared to a media training website which wrote, "Get your legs blown off by a terrorist? Try these scones. Lose a cherished friend? Maybe this bowl of breakfast energy."
This is like ironic. They didn't actually say that. Okay.
Can help, which then turned into articles by Mashed.
But the other comments were real.
Repeatedly tweeted template apology isn't genuine. It's a form letter. The steady stream of identical tweets does nothing to engage with the audience and express human remorse, but were Epicurious's tweets as bad as Kenneth Cole's? Millions are in uproar in Cairo. Rumor is they heard our new spring collection is now available online, although the uproar had actually come from protests in Egypt, where 846 people were killed.
Ooh. Wait, that's really funny. That's really funny. Damn.
Kenneth Cole quickly apologized before making the same mistake only 2 years later.
No.
In response to the Syrian civil war, he'd tweet, "Boots on the ground or not, let's not forget about sandals, pumps, and loafers."
Whoa, bro. What is Kenneth Cole even? Who the f is that? Is this like the company that made my suit? They might be. That's crazy though. God damn. I feel like do you see this stuff now as much, or have I just not heard about it? I guess I didn't even know about any of these apart from the Subway one, I think. But these are all hilarious. These are all crazy. I want to see more of this kind of shit.
Sneakily advertising his new line of shoes. On a public billboard, Kenneth mocked the Hudson.
The chocolate Oreo commercial is just better. Honestly, I saw that and I didn't even think it was actually racist, bro. As much as I wanted it to be. I saw this and it was... Wait, okay. The N-word is not in it. Why is it in it? Really?
Chocolate cream.
Just to be clear, I don't think the joke is that it's black. I'm pretty sure the joke is just that there's chocolate in the middle instead of the white stuff, right?
The
There's
most
no
amazing
way.
thing to happen to an Oreo in 89 years. Never mind.
And he enjoys it in the end. He enjoys it. I feel like this is just bait. This isn't actually a racist commercial. It is if you go into it thinking it's racist, but if you hadn't seen this, I don't think you would think it's racist, bro. Never saw this commercial as racist. In my mind, innocent. It saw a guy being surprised that Oreos were chocolate. Now that I'm an adult, I still see it as I did back then. Respect to the mom who didn't lie and continues to serve milk and Oreos to her son's grandfather. Yeah, I just don't think it. I don't really think it was actually insensitive in any way. Believe me, I wanted it.
River crash landing, but at least he had the decency to avoid September 11, unlike this TV commercial by the Worldwide Nature Fund. It began by explaining in 2001, one of the worst tragedies in the history of humanity killed 2,819 people. The message of the ad was that our planet is brutally powerful, yet it felt like they were minimizing the severity of 9/11 to highlight a natural disaster that...
Does anyone ever talk about like the inherent power imbalance between the planes and the buildings? Like there is a power imbalance there because everybody talks about like, oh, you know, it was a up relationship between the planes and the buildings. Is kind of a both sides thing. But when you really think about it, like the buildings have an advantage over the planes, right? Like a lot more people fit in the buildings. There's a lot more, you know, you can do anything you want. You can go to the bathroom in a nice bathroom there. There's multiple floors. But on the plane, it's like there's like 2 bathrooms. It's kind of cramped. It's kind of you got to land and refuel, like, but with the tower, like the plane comes to them. There's no tower coming to the plane, you know? So it's kind of like I feel like the towers had kind of had a stature that maybe they abused against those 747s. I'm just saying, I don't know, you know, just something I've heard, basically. Just something I've been thinking about. I would encourage you guys to think about. You're blowing my mind. Hey man, that's what I'm all about here, okay? That's what I'm all about. Just trying to change things up, you know? Get you to reconsider your preconceived notions about what you thought you knew and think about something new. I'm an educated guy. I'm trying to educate you guys. You know, I used to be uneducated. I used to be, you know, right wing. Now I'm woke. Okay. So based on that, like, I'm just trying to spread that to you guys because you should know. You should know.
Couldn't have been avoided. Not only is the message offensive, but it's scientifically
Also, wait, I bet, when were the Twin Towers built?
flawed.
Okay, so they were built in 2006. Wait, this is the One World Trade Center. When was the actually, the Twin Towers were not built in 2006. Wait, maybe they were. Wait, Google told me the truth. Wait, maybe they came after? Maybe they came after. I looked it up. When were the towers built? It says April 27, 2006. What the f? Google's what? Google. I'm doing a lot of thinking right now. There's a lot of stuff moving around in my mind. All I'm saying.
All the carbon reductions and recycling in the world won't prevent tsunamis. Advertising double fail. The commercial was so offensive that WWF tried to claim it did not authorize its production or publication, yet there was another 9/11 ad that was somehow even worse. It began to circulate in September.
No, I don't believe this is real, bro. This is fake. This is fake. Oh, it is fake. Okay, I was right. Holy. There's no way.
2013, and showed a man flying toward 2-foot-long subs, which you could buy for a price of $9.11. The ad was captioned with 2 pieces of text. Fly on in for September 11th, and you will never forget this deal. But was the ad actually legitimate? Well, no. It was the work of satirical news site The Onion, which wrote from the structural steel melt on Tower 7 grain bread to the Twin Towers cold cut combo with ground zero carb vinaigrette on Let's Whole Wheat
It's vinaigrette, you
roll. We've got something for everybody this September 11. Despite clearly being a joke, a man named Travis tried to cash in on the deal, printing the ad to bring to his local Subway, which they unbelievably accepted.
Yo! Wait, Subway's based. What the f? Actually? Bro, imagine you print off a piece of paper and you go to a Subway and you give that to them and they're like, they take a look, they're like, 9/11 deal. Fly into this great deal. Tower 7 vinaigrette. You, sir, have yourself a deal. That is insane. Were they just like teenagers working there and they genuinely didn't pick up on it somehow? Or did they know and they thought it was funny? Do you think they got fired?
Is that a good coupon or no? It's a good coupon? That's good? Okay.
He and his friend were totally baffled,
Dude, I can't believe they did that, dude.
even showing their receipt to prove they hadn't lied.
Subtotal 9/11.
If the coupon itself wasn't
Bruh.
hilarious enough, the fact that Subway accepted
So it basically is real then. If the Onion made it up, but you can then use it at a real Subway to, like, it just is real. 1/9/11 or 50 Jared Fogels? Ooh, I don't know. What if Jared was there? What if Jared was on the plane? What if?
it as a legitimate coupon had
Actually,
me
don't know.
rolling on the floor. Subway, however, wasn't impressed. Like everyone, we're deeply offended by the fake story and ad created by The Onion. The story received coverage in a Sydney Morning Herald article, which highlighted another 9/11 deal that was instead completely genuine. The now closed Tumbledown Trails Golf Club in Wisconsin posted this newspaper ad reading 12th anniversary of 9/11. To commemorate this, we are offering 9 holes with cart for only $9
No.
11 per person, or 18 holes with cart for only $19.11. The owner of the
No
course
way.
said the golf club began the promotion 2 years ago on the 10th anniversary of the attacks, and until now it had been warmly received as a way to ensure people never forgot the tragedy.
I mean, genuinely, I wouldn't forget about it if I saw this. It seems like a case where if these people are telling the truth, this local place was just like, they genuinely thought they were doing the right thing. They didn't really see the humor in it. And especially like, I feel like back then 9/11 jokes weren't as cool. They were kind of frowned upon by everyone, right? Because people were in such proximity to it, you know, maybe they knew someone who died in it, right? So there's always stories about that. It was like covered in every news platform, every radio show. It was like the most horrific thing of all time. But now with a little more distance, people are more comfortable joking about it. And you won't get any shit for joking about it at all, right? You get more shit for joking about the Holocaust than joking about 9/11. People love joking about 9/11. They don't care. Big YouTubers, I mean, Jay Schlatt jokes about 9/11 all the time. Nobody cares.
Yeah. He'd therefore add, we're a little hurt by the fact that people are putting such a negative context on this. I thought people would appreciate it. It seemed the owner at least had some good intentions, although so did these three companies when they used hashtags incredibly wrong. Sweets company Entenmann's wrote, who's not guilty about eating all the tasty treats they want without realizing not guilty was trending due to Casey Anthony's trial for the murder of her baby.
Oh my God. Who are they hiring to run their social media accounts? Are they like 11-year-olds? Oh, it's trending. I think it's time to talk about this. Like, how do you f up this bad? It is funny, but it's also like, how did you manage to hire this much of a brand risk? These are like massive companies with millions and millions of dollars. How do you f up that bad? I don't get it. Couldn't be me.
They'd respond by tweeting, sorry everyone, we weren't trying to reference the trial in our tweet. We should have checked the trending hashtag first. Fashion brand Celeb Boutique wrote, hashtag Aurora is trending. Clearly
Oh no. No.
Aurora dress, although this wasn't exactly true. The hashtag was trending due to the Batman movie theater shooting, which killed 12 people in Aurora, Colorado. We are incredibly sorry for our tweet about Aurora. Our PR is not US based and did not check the reason for the trend. At that time, our social media was totally unaware of the situation and simply thought it was
Bro, they went Joker mode. Once again, I just don't understand how they're that like absent-minded. Do they seriously just not realize that nobody would have a problem with this?
another trending topic. We have removed the very
like I think it's hilarious, but obviously if you're running like a mainstream brand that like panders to boomers, they're gonna be mad about it, right? Like boomers, Fox News is gonna report on it, CNN is gonna be like, this is disgusting. You know, what do you expect?
Sensitive tweet, and we'll of course take more care in the future to look into what we say in our tweets. Then there was DiGiorno's Pizza who wrote, hashtag why I stayed, you had pizza.
Oh no.
Which was a hashtag
Let's go. You stay with your man who beats you because he has the best pizza. Hey, to each their own, my friend, to each their own. Who am I to take that away from you?
started by women explaining why they stayed in abusive relationships. Unsurprisingly, the company then tweeted 1 million apologies, did not read what the hashtag was about before posting, and to their credit, they spent the entire day responding to every complaint authentically. All social media experts, please take a lesson from DiGiorno Pizza. When you step in it, you give real apologies and not excuses. Good job. However, Home Depot never got the memo, as they'd do the exact opposite. After posting a tweet which produced the article, Home Depot apologized.
Oh, I remember this. For some reason, I remember this.
For racist game day tweet, terminates agency responsible. So what did the tweet say? Which drummer is not like the others? Attaching a photo that showed black people next to a monkey. You could argue it wasn't that bad given it said, which drummer is not like the others, although it's hard to know what Nivea was thinking.
That seems like a dumb thing to get mad at. I don't think they were really trying to play into that.
When headlining an ad with the words white is purity. The campaign was so wild people didn't believe it was real, although others tried to argue that the world was overreacting. Is the US so obsessed with race now that the first thing Americans think when they read white isn't the color but race? People, stop seeing everything with identity politics tinted glasses. Then there was this ad by Big
I generally agree with that take, but it's not surprising to me that like people on Reddit saw it as like a very racist thing, right? It's not surprising to me they saw it that way. I don't think it even crossed their mind. They were just like, oh, white, it's a pure color. You know, white is a color that's associated with purity, innocence. It's angelic. Heaven is often presented as a place with a white light, you know, the white light at the end of the tunnel, that kind of thing. You've got the gates of heaven and it's all white clouds behind them. So obviously people see it that way. Like that's generally, you know, what's understood in literature. But I mean, obviously with today's politically brain rotted society that we live in, it's not surprising that people on Reddit took it that way, you know?
Glasses. Then there was this ad by Big Pens reading, look like a girl, act like a lady, think like a man, work like a boss, which was hilariously designed to celebrate Women's Day.
Okay, that is pretty bad.
People didn't appreciate it.
How do they do that?
If it's quite alright with you, Bic, I'll look like a woman, act like a woman, think like a woman, and work like a woman, and you can F right off like an idiot. To make matters worse,
Jeez, Karen.
Bic had launched the Bic for Her pen range 3 years prior, which had already been slammed as sexist.
They're just like regular pens, except they're pink, so they cost twice as much. That is absolutely true as well.
Well, at last, pens for us ladies to use. Now all we need is For Her paper, and I can finally learn to write.
True, maybe you would know how.
I was so disappointed to find that only 1/5 of the pens I received were pink. Or maybe more, I can't do maths.
Well, you're British, so you lost already.
These pens fit perfect in my hands, but hubby feels they are unnecessary since he writes all the checks. I'd explain more, but I have to go make him a sandwich.
Yes, you do. You have to make him a 9/11 Subway sandwich. That's what you have to give him. Jeez. I mean, I think these are all cool ads. I personally am inclined to buy all these products, especially including, what was this one? Epicurious Boston bombing. Is this like a big company? Epicurious honors Boston on Twitter. Eat cranberry scones. In honor of Boston, New England, may we suggest whole grain cranberry scones. Boston, our hearts are with you. Here's a bowl of breakfast energy we could all use to start today. Income tax down the hatch. I had a friend running in the Boston Marathon yesterday. Her husband was waiting for her at the finish. When I found out they were both safe, I felt relieved, but still numb. What is Epicurious? I've never even heard of Epicurious. They make scones or something? What a weird name for food. Oh, they teach you how to make stuff? Teach you how to make recipes? Interesting. Well, that was a big blunder on their part, but a pretty funny one. Can't lie. Can't lie at all. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it, bro. I really did.
Pumping up the meter. Label me a ringleader, mad party bleeder. Make it with a storm, lead after lead after leader. Hey, can you dig it? I come alive, y'all give me what you got. Back up, come stick up, pump your fist up. You drink the shot of the buck shots, a bus slipper.